Browns fans, if you're wondering about the team's true direction, you'll want to hear this. Important conversations are happening in Cleveland right now, and they could have a major impact on the franchise's future. From rising young stars gaining league-wide recognition to bold predictions about the quarterback position and overlooked training camp battles. There's a lot to unpack. So, stick with me to the end, because some of these developments could completely change how you view the Browns heading into the season. But first, hit the like button, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you think might happen next. Let's go. What makes this even more interesting is the legitimate discussion taking place among the fan base regarding where this team might stand a year from now. Some believe Shedeur Sanders is the answer. Others are already looking to the future, wondering if another quarterback might eventually take over the role. There are even fans who see huge potential in Talon Green, despite acknowledging that he remains a long-term project. This debate alone highlights the level of curiosity surrounding this roster on the eve of the season. The coaching staff clearly understands that talent alone isn't enough. Talon Green possesses the size, athleticism, and arm strength that NFL teams dream of, but accuracy remains his biggest hurdle. The Browns' quarterback coaches are working to overhaul parts of his throwing mechanics, a process that doesn't happen overnight. If they can unlock that aspect of his game, Cleveland might have found an incredibly valuable developmental player. Even if they don't, the investment will still have been a calculated, low-risk move with the potential for a huge payoff. Another fascinating aspect is the possibility of roster moves before the regular season begins. There has been talk that Dillon Gabriel could become a trade candidate if the right opportunity arises. One suggestion even involved Atlanta, given the state of that team's quarterback room and the familiarity between the two organizations. Nothing is guaranteed, but it serves as another reminder that the Browns retain flexibility as training camp approaches, and that every roster decision could shape the team's future. While most fans are focused almost entirely on the quarterback battle, another contest flying under the radar deserves just as much attention. Everyone assumes Harold Fannin Jr. is well-positioned to become the starting tight end, especially with the former starter no longer in the team's plans. However, whoever secures the second spot in the position's depth chart could end up being one of training camp's biggest surprises. The Browns didn't draft multiple rookie tight ends by accident. Both Carson Ryan and Joe Royer arrive at camp with a chance to earn significant roles, while veteran newcomers and returning players will fight to prove they still belong on the roster. Joe Royer brings intriguing physical traits and high upside, whereas Carson Ryan offers versatility, capable of playing as both a receiver and a blocker. The veterans currently on the roster won't simply hand over their spots, setting the stage for one of the fiercest position battles, and perhaps one that fans aren't paying enough attention to. This competition reveals something broader about the direction Cleveland is taking. The front office isn't trying to build a team for just one season. They are layering in young talent across various positions, ensuring depth rather than relying on aging veterans. By combining rising defensive stars, explosive offensive playmakers, and several developing prospects, the reason for the optimism becomes clear, despite the lingering uncertainties. Of course, optimism doesn't guarantee wins. The offensive line needs to significantly raise its level of play, the quarterback position must provide consistency, and the offense needs to score enough points to complement what promises to be, once again, a solid defense. Ultimately, these are the factors that will determine whether the season ends in disappointment or marks the beginning of something much greater. One thing is certain: there is no shortage of compelling storylines heading into training camp. From Carson Schwesinger's growing league-wide recognition and the hype surrounding Jared Verse to the confidence Shedeur Sanders displays whenever he speaks publicly, and the development of the roster's young talent, This Browns team gives fans plenty of reasons to follow developments closely over the coming weeks. Now, it is up to the players to turn those expectations into results on the field. Expectations are rising, competition is fierce, and every practice will be crucial as Cleveland works to prove its roster is capable of surprising the rest of the NFL. If you enjoyed this analysis, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any updates on the Browns. And before you go, click the video appearing on your screen now. That's where you'll find the next big update on the Cleveland Browns before anyone else. See you there.